Hi, and welcome to Steve's Card Flip. We've got 8 cards here and my son has music on his channel. Thank you for all your likes, subscribes and comments, and this is a timeless reading, so it's 7 days after you see it. Okay, we'll get started. The first card is Soul Expansion, so I'll hold that up so you can see that. Put my glasses on so I can read it. This is Mahatava Babaji, I think. It's Soul Expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. Okay, this card is saying you may have retreated from the world for a period of time, just sort of to get yourself together and sort of gone within yourself and found your connection to God and all living beings. It's saying that this connection is called yoga, and this is where there's a sense of physicality that connects you to your awareness through a spiritual practice, meditation that leads you to devotion to the divine. This is a card that is about going within yourself, and it may be something that you may want to try if you haven't done it. So I'm moving on to my next card. Am I holding it the right way? This is a sigil, which means it's a drawing, which is meant to inspire something within you. So this is a card of resistance, so I'll hold it up so you can see that. Okay. So the card of resistance means that there's something that you're resisting in your life. It may be like you say, oh, I always get bills, so you're blocking yourself from getting money. It may be say that you're going to give up drinking, and then you go to the pub and start drinking a lot of drink and stuff like that. Or you may be saying to someone, oh, I really love you, when you don't like them at all. It's saying that you're in a state of resistance, you're in a tug of war, because you need to rectify the situation, because you can't not be in resistance if you're not being authentic and honest in these situations. So maybe something you need to look at, and maybe something you need to address. Like, this is meant to be a shadow aspect of the personality. So if you find that this resonates with you, this might be something that you need to look at. So moving on to the next card. This is Surrender Unhealthy Relationships. So I'll hold this up so you can see that one. And I'm going to read it out. Okay. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treated by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Okay, this card is pretty self-explanatory. Anybody that's not supporting you or helping you in your life, or is trying to bring you down, basically it's saying to get rid of them, or maybe time for them to exit your life, because they can actually stop you from moving forward in your life, and they can stop your development as a person. Like, it seems silly, but as you become more positive as a person, you draw in more positive things into your life, and someone that's a very low vibration can sort of weigh and really bring you down. So moving on to the next card. My next card is Cougar, and it's confidence. So I'll hold that up so you can see that. Okay. Be bold and take charge. Okay, so the Cougar basically does want you to be bold and take charge. It's saying that you've got leadership ability, and it wants you to ignore what people may be saying about you. It sort of wants you to stand up and take the call and take charge. And it says, as a leader, you've got to know when to move forward, when to be still, when to act, and sort of when to retreat. It's sort of like a balancing act. And good leaders also listen to other people. I'm not saying they make the decisions that they hear from other people, but they also listen so they can get the best advice and judgment on what they're going to do as they move forward. So moving on to the next card. The next card is an amber, and that's a crystal card. So I'm just holding it up so you can see that. Okay. So this card, amber, says there's a situation that's about to come to a head, and it wants you to stay calm, as this may be an emotionally charged event, but this event is actually a blessing in disguise. It doesn't want you to say things that you don't mean, or to be dragged into, situations that you don't want to be dragged into, but it's a chance for you to say how you feel and to get out of the situation by saying what you feel and speaking your truth. And you may learn, how to deal with this kind of situation or person in the future, and it may help for future events as you move forward in your life. Okay, so moving on to the next card. My next card is the One. So I'll hold that up so you can see that. Okay, this is sort of like another God type card where it's your connection to God, or what you perceive as God, whether it be male or female, or what religion that is, and just how that makes you feel. Does it make you feel empowered? Does it make you feel, small and insignificant? Does it make you feel, larger than life? And it's sort of saying that we are all connected to the source because we are all a part of it. So in a sense, a part of us is God within everybody else. So that may be an interesting concept for you to look at. This card is basically about your connection to the source and how it makes you feel, and how people sort of feel better about themselves when they have that connection to the source, because it makes them feel better, sort of cleaner and sort of more purified as people. So I'm moving on to the next card. The next card is Honor Your Feelings, and it's Archangel Haniel. So I'll hold that up so you can see that. Okay, putting the glasses on. Thank you. Oh, sorry, it's Archangel Haniel. My mistake. Thank you, Haniel, for supporting me as I honor my emotions. Okay, so Haniel is saying that your emotions that you feel that may make you feel up and down are actually a gift. And it is a gift because we experience life, we experience the emotions, we experience the up and downs, and that your feelings are actually a virtue and a strength as opposed to a burden. So, this is how people can see, relate, and understand you by expressing your feelings. This is how you relate, and you can step into your power, and you can step into situations that bring you forward by expressing your feelings so people can understand and relate to you. So I'm moving on to the last card. This is my last card. This is Surrender Fear. So I've got to read this. Okay. Let go of fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on the solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. Okay, so card of fear wants you to stay in the moment and not to live in fear. There's a lot going on in the world, so it doesn't want you to if you feel that things are getting too much, you may need to take a step back and not to live in fear. I want you to stay in the moment and live in the present moment, and let go of these fearful stories that you may be telling yourself, because they're not doing you any good. And a lot of fear is in the mind, where we should be focused on love as opposed to fear, because it's a positive, more harmonious energy, and fear can only, no good can come of it. And if you have fears that are bad enough, you can actually manifest them into your life. So that's another reason not to be focused on fear. Okay, so this is my last card. Okay, this is for 7 days after you see it. I'm sending much love and light to everybody. Until next time, I'll catch you all later. Okay, bye.